As a young man under the age of 25, what you do in these years can either set you up positively or negatively moving forward in life. From your habits, to how you take care of yourself, to what you do on a day-to-day basis. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the 7 mistakes you should completely avoid as a young man. Make sure to like and subscribe because this might be one of the most important videos you've watched. Mistake number 1 is instant gratification. If you don't know what instant gratification is, it's basically doing things for instant pleasure right now, although it might negatively impact you later. So some examples of this are scrolling on your phone too much, watching too much corn, binge eating, avoiding things that require effort. And this is because you're young and you have the most valuable thing on your side, which is time. And you should use this to your advantage in order to benefit yourself later. Of course, you still want to have fun right now. I'm not telling you to completely neglect that. But you always need to keep in mind your future self and that everything you do right now is simultaneously shaping and creating that future version of you. And a very good example of this is mistake number 2, not exercising. So that's a very good example of instant gratification, right? Right now, you don't feel like working out, you're lazy, so you tell yourself for instant pleasure right now, I rather just sit down, eat something, watch some TikTok, and not move my body, not exercise my body. So you making that decision right now for that instant pleasure. Yes, it might feel great right now, but then your future self is missing out on that discipline, that amazing body you could have had if you started working out today. And so that's why it's important to do the opposite, delayed gratification. Doing things that require more effort right now, although you might not want to, simply because it will benefit you later on. And I know we're on the topic of not exercising, but a very simple example of this is making your bed in the morning. So when you wake up in the morning, the last thing you want to do is to make your bed. But by not making it, you're looking for that instant gratification. But because of that, when you go to bed at night, your bed will not be made. And so you're making it harder for your future self, that future version of you going to bed that night. But if you delayed gratification, you woke up, you said, oh, I don't feel like making my bed, but you did it anyways. Then that night, after you had a long day of school and work and everything else you did, you would walk into your room, you would see your nicely made bed, and that would put a smile on your face. Now, when it comes to exercising, especially as a young man, you are in your developing stages, both physically and mentally. So because of this, by exercising, not only are you building a foundation of muscle right now, but you're also building a foundation of discipline. This is the first thing that I started doing when I was on my self-improvement journey. When I was 16 years old, I started to work out. And it taught me the sole and most simple lesson in my life, which is that if I put time and effort into something consistently, I will see results over time. And because I saw that firsthand with working out, I started working out at 16, and throughout my end of my teenage years, I started getting in really good shape. That discipline that I learned from working out and getting in shape, I then translated into other ventures that I did in my life, such as starting my own online businesses, content creation, becoming a better communicator, becoming more confident in my life. And I actually made a coaching community just for this called S-Class, where you get private coaching with me, you get weekly calls with me, you get access to all my workout programs, from hybrid programs to bodyweight programs, at-home programs, all my meal plans to either gain weight or lose weight. You get access to my private community, connecting you with like-minded individuals all over the world looking to accomplish similar goals. This way it keeps you accountable, you can provide value, you can seek value. It's essentially the hub to allow you to grow. So if you're serious about getting in shape, boosting your confidence, developing your mindset, then join the S-Class. The link is in my bio and the pinned comment below. Getting into mistake number 3, neglecting education. Anything that you're interested in, anything that you're passionate about, anything that you are good at, you should be investing time every single day into this one thing to get as good as you possibly can. Because I'm a huge believer that everybody has their thing, their gift. And if you dedicate time and effort into learning and growing within it, you can master it, and anything that you master, you can monetize. And that's what I did with content creation. I started doing this at a very early age, 13 years old. And although for the first 7 years, I didn't see a single dollar in my bank account, I was learning a lot about it, how to film videos, how to edit videos, how to captivate an audience, how to retain attention, how to make engaging videos, and how to provide value digitally. And because of that, later in my life, as I got into my 20s, it was something I was able to monetize and turn into my career. On the topic of money, this goes into mistake number 4, which is poor financial decisions. As a young man, you don't have that many responsibilities. You might still be living with your parents, you don't have that many expenses. So you have the privilege of retaining and multiplying the money that you earn. Even if it's a little bit of money, it's fine. You can still retain it, invest it, and multiply it. This way, later on in life, you have more than what you had before. However, most young men miss out on this because they do poor financial decisions. You might be eating out every single day, so instead of putting a little bit more effort into making your own lunch, not only is it going to be healthier for you, but you'll be saving so much more money because you're taking what you have in your fridge, or you're getting some stuff from the grocery store, making your own lunch, bringing that to school. And because of that, you're saving that $10 that you would spend out whenever you go out for lunch every single day. On this topic, another big mistake is buying things for status. A lot of young men think that what they wear, what they're showing off to the world, determines their status. Getting some nice designer clothing, some nice shoes, some jewelry. But I'll tell you right now, you can never buy your status. It is not shown to others by what you wear. It is shown to others by what you do. If you take two people, one person that's dressed really nice and spent a bunch of money on how they look, and the other person you see them going to the gym every single day, which one would you subconsciously respect more? You would respect the person that goes to the gym every single day simply because of their actions, their habits, what they do on a day-to-day basis. Also, what I suggest that you do is that if you are working, put a percentage of your paycheck into savings or investment. Because as I mentioned, as a young man, you probably don't have that many expenses. Most of your expenses are simply by what you want to buy, not what you need to buy. Let's say you earn $1,000 a month. Sit down and ask yourself, okay, how much do I actually need every single month? If you decide, okay, it's $300, perfect. Keep the other $700, invest it, save it, don't touch it. Close your eyes and don't even look at that money for another 5 years. And yes, that might suck right now, but I'm telling you that 5-year version of yourself will be extremely thankful that you did that. Getting into mistake number 5, being disrespectful. A lot of young men think that to prove themselves, to be powerful, to look strong, to build their status, you need to be disrespectful, stand your ground, be that mysterious guy. But what I've learned through the years is that kindness shows true confidence, and uncontrolled disrespect is what actually shows insecurity. And that's because by being kind to the people around you, you'll build more valuable connections, which is something that right now as a young man might not really mean as much. But connections is one of the most valuable things you can obtain, especially early on as a young man. Because as you progress through life, all your peers are also progressing through their life as well. And everybody branches out, goes into their own career path, their own journey, starts their new ventures. And so later in life, you can benefit, learn, provide, and seek value with the people around you. But you wouldn't have those people around you if you were that little ignorant, disrespectful guy. You need to be powerful in every way, physically and mentally, but learn how to control it. Mistake number 6 is a lack of goals. Listen, I'm a huge advocate on planning less and just going with the flow, because then it makes you more open-minded to whatever opportunity that comes in. So it's a fine line. You shouldn't have very strict plans and goals, because then you might become very strict-minded to anything else that might come into your life and not give things a shot because you're predetermining that it's not meant for you, although it might be. However, it's good to have a general vision for yourself, a general goal. It sets you on the right track and makes you do the proper actions that will actually benefit you in your life. So an example of a general goal would be, I want to have my own remote business where I'm making my money on my own without having to work for someone and without having to be strictly staying in one specific location. That's a general goal, and that's a good thing to work towards. And because of that, you'll start picking up actions such as trying to learn website designing or marketing or digital skills, social media marketing. So it sets you on the right track. It gives you a sense of purpose, but at the same time, you remain open to trying new things if any opportunities come in or any ideas surface. And finally, mistake number 7 is laziness. Because if you're a young man, you are young, you are energized, you have everything on your side, everything for you not to be lazy. And if you are lazy, you'll realize later in life how much more ahead you could have been. And that brings a feeling of regret, which is the most haunting feeling you can ever experience. I'm gonna ask you a question. Which trap out of these 3 is the scariest? A, the long, painful torture trap. B, the short, instant death trap. Or C, the trap you don't know you're under. Now C probably stood out to you, the trap you don't know you're under. But how is that more scary than death itself? Because it's the fear of the unknown. Now you might be asking, what does this have to do with laziness? Well, when you're lazy, you neglect trying things and you neglect putting effort into things that might benefit you. And because of that, later in life, you'll miss out on the potential that you could have achieved, which leaves you wondering what could have happened. And that is a feeling of regret. Because you would rather try something, put effort into something and have it not work than never trying at all and being left wondering what could have happened. Because then it's every single possibility just racing through your head. At least with the first option, you know the outcome, you can move past it, you can learn a lesson from it. Hope you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.